Welcome to the bush. You may recall 4 years ago, I spent the night on Halloween in this haunted house behind me. Camping at the old house. Good old Montrose, Iowa. Well, this year on Halloween, we're going to do the same exact thing, except we're going to put some modern touches on it and give it a little more home-like feel, clean it up just a little bit. And we're also going to tell you a great ghost story of how our favorite friendly ghost, Cheesy, came to be a ghost. First thing we got to do is reestablish a front yard here at the old house. This is the first time in many years this place has had a front yard. Now we gotta head inside, start cleaning the inside out. This is the only room that is sort of livable. So away I go. I'm gonna start clearing the trash and shoveling the hay out of here. Well, it is getting to be about chow time. Actually, it's not going to be chow time for a long time because we're doing some smoked ribs today. I wanted to think of a good Halloween meal, and 4 years ago we did goulash, and then the next year we did ghost pepper chili. So this year, decided we'd do some ribs, you know, the skeleton. Well, we're putting a little more of a feminine touch on the old house today. We're going to make it a little more homey and a little less homely, like I am. It's not level. Dang it.
The whole house isn't level, babe. It's fine.
I'd say, now that we've got our living room organized, we need some windows. It's going to be considerably warmer in there. Got to give the window a window pane. Make it look like it originally did.
Totally looks like a kindergartner, didn't it?
It's so good in here already. Home sweet home for the evening. Now we just got to get our bedding and we'll be set. The old house has a glow in the window once again. Well, all this work to make this house into a home And I think it's time for a step 2. Today we're having a Tesoro Especial, a Mexican cerveza. And so, cheers! Oh, that one was worthy of a new. It was pretty good. We're going to carve a pumpkin. Because what's Halloween without a jack-o'-lantern?
Are you going to make it look like the one over there?
Which one?
Underneath the table. Are you going to make it look like that? Are you going to make
I
it?
don't know. How do you want to make it?
Gonna make it look scary.
I always make triangle eyes. I like the triangle eyes.
Yeah.
And I do like to do the little teeth.
Yeah.
So, we'll just have to see. This knife is... It wants to go straight, so then I have to turn it.
You're pretty good at keeping them straight.
I'll straighten things out, that's for sure. I'm good at that. Gotta get in there and get all the brains out. Carving a jack-o'-lantern in a haunted house. I'm waiting for the knife to slip and cut my knee off.
That's why I said I can't sit on your lap and do it.
I'm excited for the mouth. That's going to be tricky. Lost a tooth.
Guess you have to put it under his pillow for the tooth
maybe
fairy.
he really is a Kilcuck pumpkin.
You know, I think Nathan's probably lying to me. He says this place is haunted and he's seen things and heard things, but I've yet to see anything or hear anything yet.
Welcome to MTV Cribs. I'm here to show you our crib for the evening. Follow me. Notice the decorative jack-o'-lantern that we just carved and the little candle thingy here with our beautiful window pane. Step inside, we have a nice ornate wine rug. As I about fall over. As we enter the front door, you will find that there is no door. That's okay though. We would like a breeze tonight. As you see here, we have a nice ornate wine-oriented rug over a beautiful hardwood floor that is slightly slanted. But that's the patina of the old house. That's something we like. As we come over here and we step on this board that's covering a massive hole in the floor, never mind the giant pile of hay right there, we have television. We have a nice lamp. And we have some pictures with some memories from me and Tiffy. True love. I have a very, very comfortable leather chair that I'm going to be watching my movie in tonight. We're going to be watching a horror movie tonight, by the way, or a Halloween movie. Maybe some Freddy Krueger, maybe some Halloween 1, 2, 18, I don't know. Here we have some nice plastic windows covered with some nice ornate curtains that are stapled up. And here we have our bed. Plenty of blankets. Will be nice and warm tonight. We have our lamps. All of this powered by the EcoFlow. Got my fan. Got a little candle there. And another window. This window has panes. Thanks to Tiffy. We're right at home. It's going to be comfortable and cozy and a wonderful night here at the haunted house. We'll see if there's any hauntings. We got a good old jack-o'-lantern here. And we got some salted peanuts. What's great is We got these old hardwood floors. They need conditioned with the peanut oil. So we just get to throw our shelves right on the floor. Just like you do in some bars and restaurants. Oh, I tried to pick it up and the whole rib came out. Babe. Oh, babe. Babe. Well, we're eating some meat off the bones tonight. Off the skeleton. So we've got some Gouda, smoked Gouda, mac and cheese, some ribs, and some cottage cheese.
Is it good?
It's like melting your mouth.
Doesn't suck.
It's like melting your mouth good.
It doesn't suck.
It does not suck. It does not suck at all.
Are you having a great time, baby?
I'm having a fantastic time. As you can see here, this is a log house. It was built sometime in the mid-1800s, we think. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of information on this house, although I am trying to dig some of it up. As you can see,
It goes in a Chevy truck.
that was a deliciously good meal. Honey, did you put the cottage cheese away?
No, I thought you did.
Oh no. Well, after a delicious meal, it's story time. So I decided to do a little research, and I tried to figure out who homesteaded the area and where it all originated from. So the following story is what I found out, and the following story is the story of Cheesy the Ghost. The Lustenberger family moved to the United States from Switzerland in the early 1800s in search of a new life in the Promised Land. After arriving in the harbor in New York, they set out on a covered wagon across the United States heading west. They ended up settling on this very farm here in southeast Iowa. Here they homesteaded a nice log cabin with several outbuildings, and they started farming. Unfortunately, early on in their adventure, the family of 5 all contracted severe illness, and the only one that was left was young Nathaniel Kenneth Lustenberger. He expanded the family farm into a full dairy operation, where he learned the art and skill of cheese making. He found that the conditions in the cellar beneath the family's log cabin were perfect for aging cheeses. Young Nathaniel quickly became known for his cheeses, and they brought good money on the market. As his cheeses were becoming a success, Nathaniel quickly garnered the nickname Cheesy. The turning point of his career, however, was in 1846, when the Mormons began their exodus from Nauvoo, Illinois. They headed straight across the river and straight through the Lustenberger farm. He was able to trade cheeses with the Mormons, cheeses that would keep for a long time along their Mormon trail. Around 1860, he developed his own recipe, his pride and joy, and his biggest seller yet, cottage cheese. It was the best cottage cheese in the land. There was no creamier, smoother, richer, better tasting cottage cheese than that Nathaniel Kenneth Lustenberger, aka Cheesy, created. Around this time, he met his wife and they began to start a family. They had a young son. While raising the young son, the Civil War ramped up, and a lot of his cheese was shipped to Civil War efforts and used in rations. Unfortunately, one day in the summer of 1863, tragedy struck. The dairy farm was struck by a violent derecho tornado. The farm was left in rubble, and Cheesy was caught in his cellar underneath hundreds of wheels of cheese. He did not make it. Although the house was still standing, it was badly damaged.
Most of the structures on the farm were destroyed. Cheesy's wife and young son did survive, but they headed to fairer weather climates. The farm was then passed through several different hands before it ended up with my family. To this day, the house still stands with its destroyed rooms and ghost who walks the property in search of cheese. And that, folks, is the story of Cheesy the ghost who haunts me on all my camping outings. It's a good thing we got inside when we did, had our food and everything, because there's a few raindrops on the tin roof, and it sounds like there's a storm blowing in. So we're going to settle in and watch a scary movie. Well, folks, I'm getting awful tired. I think it's time to hit the hay. Well, good morning. It was not a terrible sleep, at least for a while. I'm up a little earlier than I want to be, but it was a pretty good night overall till about 3 a.m. Then Cheesy started in with the normal floor creaking and strange sounds, but I've experienced that before, so I'm all right. So now we're going to slowly pull ourselves together, and we're going to try to get move our living room out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time in the bush. Thanks for the cottage cheese. It ain't as good as mine.
So beautiful here.
I gotta put the smoker back in too.